Great good evening. On the behalf of Delhi Gynecologist Forum and Indian Medical Association, East Delhi branch, a warm welcome to all of you. Today we are meeting not to update ourselves on any medical topic. It's something much more and very important to all of us in our life. Last year had been a very taxing time because of Corona, and I will say that medical fraternity faced it very boldly. Medical fraternity during this particular time went through a lot of financial problems, as everybody else also had, and I will say that there also this particular community did better than others. Today, to speak on financial intelligence and how to make financial investment by the doctors, we have some personality, Dr. Ravi Malik, and I know Ravi Malik for many reasons. He's a great friend, and इनका जो total समर्पण है for medical fraternity is unquestioned. Very helpful soul. You can see it day in day out in your own relationship. Whenever any doctor किसी जगह फंस जाता है, we take help, and his generous help, it's outstanding. He's a representative, and I can see it on almost 2,000 times. Maybe he's on the TV channels protecting medical fraternity on one aspect or the other. He's a great orator. I've heard him many times earlier. And today, the topic which he's going to touch, because he feels that the doctor community, जिसको कि सबको jealousy है, एक doctor profession एक ऐसा है जिससे सबको jealousy है. क्यों jealousy है? क्योंकि डॉक्टर कम्युनिटी एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी है, कहीं पर भी टिम्बकटू में भी चला जाएगा ना, वो अपना और अपने घर वालों का पेट भर लेगा. वो फाइनेंशियल विजार्ड बन जाएगा या नहीं हो जाएगा, वो डॉक्टर साहब बताएंगे. बट मेरा अपना सोचने का तरीका है कि आई डू नॉट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट द फाइनेंशियल intelligence. I do not have that kind of intelligence. I am zero expert there. But I feel if you really want to do something, you will find ways. If you don't want to do anything, you'll find excuses. So it is your courage, your confidence, and your capacity to work outside the comfort zone that makes you click, whether you're going to be successful or whether you're not going to be successful. हम लोग ये कंफर्ट जोन में रहने की आदी हो गए. पर एक बात बिल्कुल क्लियर है, if you set a mind on anything, total समर्पण से काम करना पड़ेगा. And today you are going to learn it from a person जिसको I say embodiment is a very great human value of total samarpan to medical fraternity. So when you're looking for something, look for someone who is not going to solve your problem. You look for someone who is going to walk with you, guide with you, and walk with you to know the things. So I think these words, I will ask Dr. Sunil Singhal to unmute himself and introduce Dr. Ravi Malik big way. Dr. Sunil Singhal.
Thank you, ma'am. I am Dr. Sunil Singhal, President, Indian Medical Association, East Delhi branch. एंड वैसे तो आप सब लोग जानते हैं कि डॉक्टर रवि मलिक को किसी इंट्रोडक्शन की जरूरत नहीं है, वो मोहताज नहीं है. ही इज फेमस ऑल ओवर इंडिया, आई शुड से वर्ल्ड वाइड. और ही हैज डन हिज पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इन पीडियाट्रिक्स फ्रॉम मौलाना जादा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज दिल्ली. ही इज अ डायरेक्टर ऑफ 14 कंपनीज and has more than 500 employees across the India. He is also venture capitalist and invested more than in 70 startups. He is helping startup companies, young fellows to start their own companies. Not only he is a owner of a hospital called as Malik Radix Hospital, he owns a chain of hotels, restaurants, and coaching institutes of medical and engineering, stock trading companies, manufacturing of surgical items, gloves, PPE kits, and so on. And he is a director and owner of multi-specialty hospital. It is a 90-bedded NABH and NABL accredited hospital, and he is running that hospital very successfully, as all of you know. And he has done a great job in Corona also. That hospital was serving Corona peoples also out there as a patient. He has taken keen interest in prevention of diseases, in prevention medicine, not only the treatment of the diseases. He has appeared, as you know, day and out in all the news, national channels. I have seen him in so many debates, preventing doctors, defending doctors, in all the issues during COVID times. All the channels, you have seen him on all the national channels. And to his one more feather in his cap is Dr. Ritesh 30 in the Forbes list of Asia 216. And he was also there in the Fortune list of India 2040 under 40. और जो एक चीज मैम ने कही कि हम लोग जो डॉक्टर्स हैं, हम अपनी अंडर ग्रेजुएशन, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करके आते हैं, फिर रेजिडेंसी करते हैं और फिर प्रैक्टिस में आ जाते हैं और फिर हम उस धुन में लग जाते हैं. सोशल सर्विस में हमें कमाना भी होता है. हम भूल जाते हैं कि हम अपने फाइनेंसिस को कैसे मैनेज करें. सिर्फ हम डे एंड आउट प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और भूल जाते हैं. तब हम याद आती है कि अब हमारे फाइनेंसिस इसको कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करें, कैपिटल में लगाएं, इश्यूज में लगाएं, प्रॉपर्टी में लगाएं, एफडीज में करें. हम लोग भूल जाते हैं कि कैसे अपनी मनी को डाइवर्सिफाई करें. और लेट इज बेटर देन नेवर. हमें जब भी पता लगे कि हमें इस स्टेज पे अपनी मनी को डाइवर्सिफाई करना है, क्योंकि एक एज के बाद हमारी कैपेसिटी कम होनी. हम 10 घंटे काम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हम ऐसा कैसे डेवलप करें कि 10 घंटे हमारे लिए बहुत सारे लोग काम करें. क्योंकि हमें अपनी सेवाएं जनता को भी देनी है, सोशल सर्विसेज में भी देनी है, प्रिवेंटिव मेडिसिन में भी देनी है. और मैं ये डॉक्टर रवि मलिक का लेक्चर जितनी बार सुनता हूँ, उतनी ही बार मुझे लगता है कि मैंने आज कुछ और सीखा. तो ऑलवेज जब भी इनका लेक्चर होता है मैं कभी मिस नहीं करता. तो ये हमारा आज वी आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट टू हैव हिम आउट ऑन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म कि आज वो हमें फिर से बताएंगे कि हाउ टू इन्वेस्ट एंड हाउ टू यूटिलाइज योर टाइम, मनी एंड प्रोग्रेस फॉर.
So we a warm welcome to Dr. Arun Kumar. Arun Kumar is, you all know, he does not require introduction to doctors in Delhi. He is the president of Delhi Medical Council and also special advisor to the government of Delhi. And he's a pediatrician by himself. And sir, I'm told that you're down with fever and you are there to listen to your colleague and friend, Dr. Malik. And we are also delighted that we have also doctor and financial wizards, Dr. V.K. Goyal is also there, who has made a name for himself as a doctor, but also he probably will be ready for another talk after Dr. Malik for how to be financially wizard. So with Dr. Arun, I would like you to give some your opening remarks as an expert before Dr. Ravi Malik takes over. Dr. Arun.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be with all of you. And I had an opportunity to listen to Ravi Malik almost 2 or 3 months back for the first time. As a friend, I know him very well, and he's probably one of the brightest financial brain, I would say. Not even financial alone. When you listen to him, you will come to know that it's not about managing finances only. It's about managing your life also. It's about managing your lifestyle also. It's about managing your level of happiness also. So it is rather a misnomer to call it financial management. It is rather management of time, management of skill, management of life, management of your happiness. So Ravi is just a master of it. And who better than Ravi, V.K. Goyal and Sunil? They are all big states of medical science, I would say. They are the big entrepreneur, they actually can teach us a lot about how to become not only doctor, but how to become a businessman also along with a doctor, because we are a very good doctors, we are good, very professionally very good. But as far as managing money is concerned, managing our time is concerned, managing our health is concerned, we are very, very poor managers. So I think no one can better than these three guys to tell us about this. So let us continue the talk, and later on we'll pitch in.
I will request Dr. V.K. Goyal to also make an opening remark before we call Dr. Malik. Dr. V.K. Goyal, you have to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, sir. Dr. Goyal, आपको unmute करना, हाँ, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. And we are very lucky that Dr. Malik is with us. Especially, he is a colleague with us, a friend, great friend with us, and he is in our East Delhi branch. He is just like a brother. We have listened to him number of times. We have listened to him number of times on number of topics, and on finances, on medical, legal, and on some professional subjects also. He speaks very nicely, and today I think we all will be have great knowledge about finances. What we as doctors are lacking. We work day and night. We all work day and night, but we don't know how to manage our finances. This is a very important part. Thank you.
I think, this is a joint meeting of IMA and Delhi Gynecologist Forum shows that coming together is a beginning.
Right.
Staying together will be progress, and being successful in this joint venture. I wish that every month we should have one lecture by somebody talking on aspect which is other than medicine. So I think with this, Dr. Ravi Malik, the stage is yours. Dr. Ravi Malik.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr.
You have to unmute yourself. Doctor, you have to unmute yourself, Malik Saab. Unmute yourself. Dr. Mahan.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam Sharda Jain. Thank you, Dr. V.K. Goyal, Dr. Arun Gupta, and thank you, Dr. Sunil Singhal, for the kind words. I don't know whether I deserve them or not, but thanks a lot for giving the kind introduction. It is my proud privilege that today I am here to discuss on this unconventional type of a topic of how to manage your finances or on financial intelligence. So why this topic? By and large, we are going to examine the psychological barriers, our attitudes, our beliefs, and our actions regarding wealth. And what are those negative beliefs, actions, and situations which pose hindrance to our financial growth? And what are those positive actions and attitudes and beliefs which let us grow well financially, and those which are making us more wealthy? Now, let us first examine what is the difference between formal and informal education. Now, the formal education, as we all know, basically formal education is that since time immemorial, we have been doing formal education like studying anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, till gynecology or pediatrics. We have done MBBS, MD. These are all formal subjects where we have been examined time and again in theory and practical. So these are all formal subjects. Formal subjects are going to give us bread and butter, and of course at times cake also. But if you want real growth in life and you want magnificent wealth and magnificent profits and the purpose of your life, of course, you need informal education on certain subjects, which unfortunately have not been taught to us in our schools and colleges. Now, the informal subjects may be a very important subject today we are going to discuss is financial intelligence. We have never been taught in our schools and colleges. Maybe time management, maybe our communication skills, maybe our NLP skills, what we call as neuro-linguistic programming skills, maybe negotiation skills. We have a lot of skills which we have not developed, which have been ignored. Maybe art of delegation, maybe leadership skills, maybe banking skills. There are so many skills which we need to learn if we really want to be wealthy, we want to be successful, and we want to be entrepreneur, we want to be a good businessman, or at least if we want to protect our hard-earned money and to invest it judiciously so that in coming times we become more wealthy. So this is the importance of informal education, which is very important, which I just wanted to stress upon. So one of the most important subjects of informal education is financial intelligence. Financial intelligence is very important subject, and you will understand what is financial intelligence basically by few examples. You must be knowing a lot of lottery winners which once upon a time won millions of dollars, and at the end of when they went to grave, they were poor. You must be knowing a lot of rock stars, you must be knowing a lot of young athletes, a lot of young actors who have made huge fortune in Hollywood, Bollywood, but in their last days, they have gone broke. They were penniless. The vast majority of them, they were penniless. What is the reason? The reason is low financial intelligence. When the money was flowing, they were not financially intelligent. Where to invest, what to do with this money. They were not knowing what to do. And by over a period of years, they lost the money. Maybe people have borrowed from them. Maybe people have cheated them. Maybe they have invested in risky ventures. Maybe they have taken huge depreciating assets like huge luxury cars, luxury home theaters and this, that, which over a period of time depreciated badly. So it is the low financial intelligence which made all of these people poor. So it is very important you will understand that financial intelligence is one of the very important aspects of us, and we should all be financially intelligent. Now, what to do with this kind of a knowledge? Once after the end of this symposium, you will understand a lot of issues about the financial. I'm not going to give any ready-made solution to you, but we are going to examine all the attitudes and beliefs which are around the money. So that we can implement them in a positive way in our financial growth. So what happens is once we have knowledge, we manage our choices. We are empowered to manage our choices. We can choose informed choices. Our future is basically dependent upon our choices only. Whatever you show me a person and his choices in life, and I will show you his future. I will tell you his future. I'm a fortune teller. I can tell you. You show me his choices today, I will tell you what is going to happen in future. Like a person who is not going to gym, who is not taking care of his fitness, he's not taking care of his weight, he's not choosy in having healthy diet, he's likely to get heart attacks or maybe strokes in future. So our future is basically shaped upon the micro choices what we are doing today. The micro choices can be, we are given choices every day. We are given about 50 to 70 choices. Like the choice like that, whether in the morning I should wear my fleets and go to gym, or I keep on lying in the bed. In the morning, shall I take haldi pani, or shall I take coffee, or shall I take green tea? We are given choices every day, whether to take samosa or idli, whether to take high caloric food or low caloric food, whether to take salad or to take aloo ka parantha. So we are given choices every day, whether to take coke or to take nariyal pani. So we are given, these are the choices in the food. Then we are given a lot of choices, whether to attend today's Dr. Ravi Malik symposium or to sleep down at home, whether to surf for news channels or to surf for something new, what is happening in gynecology or in pediatrics or in medical field. So we are given choices every day. Every day we are given 50 to 70 choices, and what choices we are opting for is dependent upon what is our knowledge at the back of our head. So that is going to give us a better choice, and that is going to change our future. So with this kind of a financial intelligence, what we will gather today, we will have a better informed choices in front of us. We will not fall prey to bad investments, risky investments. We will not be greedy in jumping over the traps laid by the people. So in a way, we will have an informed choice selection. Now, the doctors, I must admit, they are poor finance managers. With all due respect to all the doctors, even I was a very, very poor financial manager. Even now, I am on the way of learning finances. But I have learned over a period of time that we are poor financial managers. We have very little knowledge about debts, about bad debts, about good debts, what are assets, what are liabilities, where to invest, where not to invest, when to exit in the market, when to exit out from the market, so blah, 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 blah. So we are not very good finance managers for that matter. So basically, we should keep on upgrading our version. iPhone 12 आ गया है. रवि मलिक की कौन सी वर्जन चल रही है? वही वर्जन चल रही है जो 2000 में चल रही थी क्या? और he has learned something over a period of time. So what Ravi Malik was in 2018, Ravi Malik should change his version in 2021. He should be new Ravi Malik with new kind of, armed with new kind of knowledge, with new kind of wisdom, with new kind of data, with new kind of stories. So we should also keep on changing our version. As Darwin has rightly said, that a person, he can survive who is amenable to change. Evolution has come because of that only. So we should be amenable to change. To change, we need to have latest knowledge. That is why we can change. You can see how the times are changing. The doctor-patient relation is going better day by day. If you see that, way, there were times when doctors were having queues of patients outside. But now the practice of all of us is decreasing to some extent because now new doctors are coming. Digital media is there to guide people who is there in their neighborhood. So a lot of things are changing. So anybody who is well averse with these changes and is also changing his life as per with the, he's fine-tuning his life as per with the changes in the environment, he is going to survive and he is going to be happy for that matter. So my basic idea is that we should, by this knowledge, we should be able to protect our wealth well, and we should be able to invest it properly, our hard-earned money. So now, there are many informal subjects also. It is not only financial intelligence, but there are n number of informal subjects. Some of them are, as the opportunities will come, I will keep on discussing the other subjects also over a period of time, like time management. Time is very, very precious. Time management is one of the most precious things. Time is one of the most precious things which we cannot store in our accounts, which we cannot lend, which we cannot borrow. Everybody has got a limited time. So it is very important for us to understand the science of time management. Every life is short, but if we manage our time well, it is sufficiently long to take care of our dreams. Now, communication skills, it is very important. We have to communicate with our husbands and wives, our spouses. We have to communicate. We have to have a good communication with our kids, with our parents, with our patients, because it is very well rewarding. So because if we have good communication skills, we will manage the coming conflicts, and the upcoming conflicts, if we manage, then we will gain time, because a lot of time, the studies have said that an average American spends about 1.5 to 2 hours every day in conflict management. Conflict with himself, conflict with the spouse, or conflict at the working space. So communication skills are very important and very rewarding also. Negotiation skills, every day we are negotiating as businessmen, we are negotiating as consultants, we are negotiating maybe at times with corporate hospitals, maybe with laboratories, maybe we are negotiating with our vendors. So negotiation skills is also a very important area. Cash management skills, art of delegation is very important. At times we act very perfectionist. If this work can be done only and only by me, and we do small, low-profile works, we waste our time in doing small, low-profile works, which can be done by servants, drivers, our juniors, our employees. So the art of delegation is also very important. I delegate most of my jobs to my people. I do only 4 or 5 things which only I'm supposed to be doing. I read, I do my OPD where no one else can go. In my OPD, no one else can go. Only Ravi Malik can go. So I am irreplaceable there. Wherever I am replaceable, I replace myself. I have never driven a car in last 10 years. The reason is I cancel my program if driver is not available, but I don't do any low profile activity, which I'm not supposed to be doing. Because if I am saying yes to any low profile activity, I will be saying no to a high profile activity. So I restrict myself to the jobs which have been given to me as a leader. Maybe giving mentorship to my employees, maybe taking care of the finances of the organization, maybe taking care of the marketing of my organization, maybe delivering my professional duties, which only I can deliver, or maybe presence in media where only I can show my face. I cannot delegate it to someone else. So it is very important for us to understand the art of delegation. One should be very perfect if you really want to go further. People management skills are very important. Leadership skills are very important. Team building is very important. Leveraging technology for your advantage, not to get drowned in technology, but to leverage technology for our business, for our marketing, for our finances. We should technology should be leveraged. We should put reminders. Now the times have gone that I should remember on 6th I have to go to the wedding of such person, and 9th I have to go to the birthday of some other person. Why should I enter into this mess? I will put all these things on the reminders and I will leverage the technology. NLP skills are important, banking skills, taxation skills. Spiritual mindset is very important. Spiritual mindset is kind of a mindset where it teaches you to be fearless. One of the most important attributes or virtues of a human being is being courageous or being fearless. Fearless is very important. Most of the things, we get fearful almost 10 times in a day. So it is very important for us to understand that our decisions, it is very important thing is the basic difference between rich and poor is how they manage their fear. It is very important skill and it can be developed. So these all skills can be developed. No one is born fearless. For that matter, Napoleon was never a fearless person, but he has developed it over a period of time. Then how to control social media is also very important thing, which we must learn. This is also a very important skill. Now we come to money and the properties of money. Money is an illusion. I say money is an illusion. Why money is an illusion? There are 2-3 reasons for it. Since time immemorial, we have been told, since our childhood, we have been told that money is related with greed. Money is related to evil. If anybody says that I want money, he is straight away, he is labeled as a greedy person, or he is maybe labeled as an evil person. So since time immemorial, we have been putting the defense that I don't know money. I don't need money. What I have to do with money? Even if I have 2 more plots or 2 more apartments, it is not going to change my life. Money cannot give us happiness. Money cannot give us relations. I don't need money for that matter. But I think we are living in a world of illusion. I agree that money cannot give us anything. I agree. But majority of the things can be bought by money and money alone. You cannot buy those things without money. The things which can be bought by money, it is indispensable, that will be bought by money and money only. Tomorrow your kid wants to go to Harvard and do, say, MBA from there, or tomorrow your child decides to go to maybe a private medical college and he wants to do a post-graduation. Money will be required and it will only be the money which you will have to pay. Supposedly your parents, one of the parents, God forbid, gets sick and is admitted in any of the corporate hospital ICUs, you will have to pay the bill by money only. So the importance of money cannot be lessened in any way. So money is physics, money is momentum. We must understand today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, you, your kids, or your near and dear one people are going to need it. And one very important aspect of life is that life is a Pandora box. You never know what new surprise might come over a period of time. Tomorrow you open this Pandora box and COVID is there and our practice is all gone for that matter. You have, we all are sufferers of that. We have definitely suffered because of COVID for our financial collection. So tomorrow anything can happen. Tomorrow illness can come to us. We have lost so many of our brothers and professional sisters for that matter in COVID. Who knew about a year back that there will be no more in this world? So life is a Pandora box. Let us prepare for our rainy days, for our retirement days, and for the days which are where any adversity can come to us. So it is very important for us to understand, and we must understand. 2500 years back, even Chanakya said, "Ke dharam ki need bhi dhan pe rakhi hui hai." When Chanakya about 2500 years back felt the need of money, why today we can say that money is invaluable? Money is still valuable and will always be valuable in coming times. Let us come out of this illusion that we don't need money for that matter. We need money. We should earn money. Money gives us options. Money gives us freedom. Money gives us a lot of employees where we can delegate our jobs and we can be free to take care of our health, our family, our profession, and so many things. Money can be used as a tool. Money gives us travel, tourism, so many things. So I think we should come out of this illusion. Brian Tracy is one of my very favorite authors. He has written about 34 books. I could read almost 20 or 21 of them. Now, Brian Tracy, once upon a time, he entered a hall in, US, and there he asked, 10,000 people were there. He asked, how much of you don't need money? Almost 1,000 people, they raised their hands that we don't bother about money. Now, the next question was, that you are given a job from 9 to 2 and you will be getting $10,000 for that, and you are given a job from 9 to 4 and you are given $20,000 of the price. Which job you will opt for? Everyone said that we will opt for $20,000 from 9 to 4. It means that we all need money. We all need money. And we are in an illusion of, and not only we are in an illusion, we teach our children also at times that the money is evil and it is not required beyond an extent and so many things. So it is very important. So by and large, money is an elusive phenomenon. One who focuses only and only on money probably might not get that much of money. It is an elusive phenomenon. We should not desperately run after money. We should run after our product. We should do hard work to improve our product. Whatever is our product, your product might be selling gynecological services. My product might be selling a pediatric as a service, or as a hotelier, my product, or as a coaching institute, my product might be different. So our job should be, money should be taken as a byproduct. It is, by and large, it is going to come. But chasing money badly will also not make you rich. That is also a very important thing that we must understand. We should also understand the reverse cost of money. People often exchange money for their time. People often exchange money for their peace of mind. People often exchange money for their health. People often exchange money for their family and for their pleasures, and they ignore their kids. They don't teach their kids. They don't take care of their parents. They don't take care of their health. They are busy in earning money. So that is what is the reverse cost of the money. So money, if used as a tool, it is a wonderful tool and can open doors of wealth in front of you, can open doors of time in front of you, can open doors of unlimited success in front of you. Easy way to earn money, my message to all my professional colleagues, those who are not running businesses, they are running their practice. The easiest way to earn money is to focus upon the highest paying activity of yours. Just do the highest paying activity of yours and delegate rest. The highest paying activity, maybe you are a laparoscopic surgeon, so the highest paid activity will be doing laparoscopic surgeries. Maybe the highest paying activity for me as a pediatrician is supposedly sitting in the OPD and counseling patients and doing vaccinations and this thing. So I should devote some time onto those activities, and rest I should delegate. Rest I should put on automation. Rest job should be done by my employees, not by me for that matter, or whosoever is there along with me, maybe my junior, maybe my subordinate. Money is currency. Money is current. It should flow from one asset because you can lose it fast. I know a lot of doctors, those who have taken n number of doctors I know, those who are stuck up with the bad, ill-researched, hasty type of purchased, poorly researched properties. डॉक्टर साहब वहां पे फ्लैट ले लिया, वो बिकवा दोगे, वहां पे प्लॉट ले लिया, वो बिकवा दोगे, वहां पे ये ले लिया, वो बिकवा दोगे. So because they have not done their research, now their consultation fee is only 800 or 1000, and they have stocked a lot of money, crores of rupees they have stocked in those plots, in those flats, in this thing. Imagine how much painful it is. Money follows the compounding rules. It is very important. We should start investing from the very beginning. We should tell our kids to start investing from the very beginning because it follows the compounding rules. If you are investing 20,000 rupees every month for 40 years, you know, it is going to become 45 crores, provided we are getting a reasonably handsome return on that. So that is the power of compounding. It is very important. So now there are certain common financial mistakes which we professionals make, like we have poor money collection system. We have no practically idea. We don't measure how many patients we are seeing every day. We don't measure them, how much money is coming to us every day. We can't avoid thefts in our clinic. Thefts in the clinic and hospitals are very common because doctors are poor finance managers. We don't set our financial goals. We have poor accounting skills. We have no knowledge about balance sheet. We have no knowledge about taxations. We ignore inflation of 7%. We have poor portfolio management. We try to keep all eggs in one basket. We don't have financial system on digital or automation. We exchange money for our precious things like health, peace of mind, and family, as I was discussing previously. We don't take advice from appropriate experts, mentors, and the people who are higher in food chain. So these are many common financial mistakes we are making. We put our hard-earned money into risky and poorly researched investment. Our services, our product is poor, our services are poor, our clinic is shabby, we don't manage it well, we don't have proper appointment systems, we have poor knowledge of assets, liabilities, different investments, bad debts, good debts, what are bad debts, what are good debts, what are assets, what is liability. Now, the basic difference between asset and liability we must understand. Asset is anything which gives us money. It may be in the form of the shares which you have purchased, which is giving you cash flows in the form of dividend. It may be in the form of a book which you have written, which is giving you royalty. It may be in the form of a rental property, which is giving you the rent. It may be in the form of a business, running business where you are a partner and which is giving you constant cash flows. So we must understand we should try to invest in assets. Solid cash giving assets we should invest. May it be debentures, may it be shares, may it be so many things I will discuss later on. What are liabilities? Liabilities is whatever is robbing you off of your money. The fastly depreciating assets is what are liabilities. Like huge luxury cars, they depreciate very fast. Huge home theaters and these things. If one can afford, one should go for that. But if one cannot afford, they can become huge, big liabilities on you. Now, what is the difference between bad debt and good debt? We don't understand. Now, what is a good debt? The good debt is that we take debt of 1 crore, we invest it into a rental income, and we are getting a rent. From this rent, we are paying our installment of the loan. So what happens is that today we have invested 1 crore after taking loan or debt. After 7 years, this 1 crore property becomes 2 crores. And on the way, you have paid, partially paid at least, your installments by the rent which is coming. This is called a smart investment. This is called a good debt. This is called that you have taken a good leverage on your debt. What is a bad debt? You take 1 crore of debt, invest in a luxury car. After 7 years, you sell that car for 15 lakhs only. Over a period of 7 years, you have lost 85 lakhs. And over a period of 7 years, you have been paying all the installments of your debt from your pocket. This is called a bad debt, which is going to lead you penniless over a period of time. This is what happens with the young rock stars or with young actors. They throw lavish parties, they purchase luxury items, they purchase luxury watches, they purchase luxury this thing. Over a period of time, they depreciate. And by the time they go to their grave, they are left with practically nothing. So we should also know the taxation laws. We should also know the corporate laws. They are very important. Taxation laws are very important. Generally, we doctors, we are so intelligent. It takes hardly nothing, no time to understand taxation laws. And once we know the taxation laws, we can make huge wealth in white. And we are making bad money at times. At times we are making bad money, black money. Why? There is no need. Just have a knowledge of taxation and try to save your. It is my legal responsibility. It is my responsibility to save my taxes. It is my responsibility to save the taxes in a legal way. So it is my responsibility to have a legal knowledge of the taxes and to save taxes. It is my responsibility because it is my wealth. So we must know the taxation laws. One of the most important things which has given me a good jump in my financial career is knowledge of corporate laws and knowledge of taxes. That has given me a good leverage for that matter. And also the banking laws and so many other things which has given a good jump in the business. Now, we depend upon opinion and advices of people rather than on data and common sense. Now, me and Dr. Renu, we both went about 10 years back to a place called Noida Extension. People said that you must invest here in residential properties so that they will increase over a period of time. So there was a big hype. There was a big advertisement. But we went there almost 5 to 8 times. I found that there is no infrastructure. Maybe the roads are there, but they are still developing. There is no hospital, there are no schools, there is no university where the children will go, and there is no employment opportunities, and there is no security at night. So I never invested over there. And after 10 years also, I find there has been a very less amount of, and moreover, there are oceans of flats. So after analyzing after 8 years, I realized that that is the right thing, that we listen to our common sense. That is the right thing, that we analyze the facts and data rather than the opinion and advice of the so-called financial people or the hype of the market. So it is very important. It is your money. Do proper research. Use your common sense. Data will never speak lie. Facts will never speak lie. Go to the depth. Devote your time before investing anything. Our fee is 800 to 1,000 rupees. Once you are going to invest 1 CR, 2 CR, will you take a decision in a week's time? Will you take a decision in 2 weeks' time? Will you take a decision based on the opinion and advice of people? Those who are creating the hype because of any motivated reason for that matter. It is our money. We should protect it. We don't change with changing times. This is also one very important thing about the doctors, that we don't change with changing times. The times are now changed. Those days have gone when the patients were waiting for hours in our clinic. Now they are looking out for young Napoleons. Now they are looking out for people, those who are smiling, those who have good NLP skills. Now they are looking out for digital media. If you are misbehaving with any patient, you will be ruined on your social media. So it is very important. The times are now changing. The communication skill should be good. The behavior skill should be good. And we should be nice with our patients. We should not be greedy. We should be giving a transparent and competent advice. And people, after taking the medicine from you, they will go and check everything on internet. And if anything is found wrong, they will again come back to you. Information is available at a click of a computer. Every information is available. So the times are changing. So we should also change along with the times. And the person who will not change will not survive, as per with the Darwin's principle. Now, let us come, what is the psychology of the wealthy people versus the poor people? Now let us see what is the psychology of the wealthy and the poor people. So let us divide it into left quadrant and right quadrant. I hope you people are able to see the left and right quadrant. Left quadrant, on the top side is employees, and on the right side is on the left side, upper one is employer, lower one is self-employed, on the right side is investor, and on the lower side is business owners. So it is very interesting concept, I will like to tell you. Now this is the right quadrant, this is the left quadrant, and this is the right quadrant. Now how the right quadrant people, the wealthy and successful people, are on the right quadrant of this diagram. They are on the right quadrant. They are investors and business owners. And on the left quadrant are employees and self-employed. Now employees are, all are employees. Wrongfully it is written employers, it is employees. So, and the self-employed are basically doctors, CAs, architects, they are all self-employed. Investors are those who invest in different markets. And business owners are those who are owning businesses. Maybe those who are owning hotels, maybe those who are owning airlines, or maybe those who are owning, these are the business owners. Now, right side of quadrant people account for only 1% of the total population in this world, and they are holding 99% of the wealth in their name. It's surprising. It is amazing. Investors and business owners are only 1% in this whole world's population of 7 billion, and they are holding 99% of their wealth. On the other side, employees and self-employed are almost 99%, and they are holding only 1% of the wealth. Such a small number they are holding. And on the right side, they are investors and business owners, those who have taken up the whole big lot share of the wealth. So how these right quadrant of people, this diagram, I wish I had seen when I was 25 years old. Unfortunately, I saw this diagram when I was 47 years old, and when I started entrepreneuring on to the other businesses, or maybe 45 years old. But I wish I had seen it at the age of 25. So our basic idea is to shift from left quadrant to right quadrant. So we keep on shifting from our left quadrant to right quadrant. In what way? So right quadrant type of people, they are fearless type of people. They don't feel insecure. The left quadrant people, they feel little insecure. They trade their time for their money. That is why they cannot be free. They cannot take leaves. On the other side, the right side of quadrant, the people, they are free. They don't trade their time because they know that time is the most important entity they are having. So they don't trade their time with money. They work for free. They do lot of research. They do lot of symposiums. They intermingle with people. They network a lot. And they have good mentors. Everybody who has succeeded in life has had a good mentor. Like Warren Buffett has Benjamin as his mentor. Bill Gates had Warren Buffett as his mentor. So it is very important for you also to have a mentor, but that mentor should be higher up in the food chain. They are readers and learners. They read a lot. They learn a lot. They invest on research and knowledge. And they are risk takers. They have multiple sources of incomes. And they develop solid assets. They are long-term thinkers. They think in the long term. Like see, Jeff Bezos, if you go to the mind of Jeff Bezos or you go to the mind of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is now thinking of putting a colony on Moon or maybe on Titan. Imagine. And he's thinking of space tourism. So they are long-term thinkers. They change the human race for the betterment. So they are basically, they are not parasites of what other people have invented or discovered. They discover on themselves. They think out of the box. They employ a lot of people. They take care of their families. They are leaders and team builders. From where their money comes? Their money comes from the cash flow of solid assets, what they create. Their money comes from the systems which they have created in their business, which gives them money. Their money comes from the brands which they are developing. Their money comes from the capital gain, what they get from their businesses. So these are huge returns, which in no way can be compared with the meager salary of the employees or self-employed people. So the basic idea is that we should try to shift from left quadrant to right side of quadrant wherever it is possible. We should try to become little more investors. We should try to own a small piece of business. Maybe in part we should try to own a business. So this is how we will grow, that we become more wealthy over a period of time. Now, Pareto principle is 80-20 rule. It is very important principle. This principle is very close to my heart. Most of the wealthy people and successful people, they follow this principle of Pareto's principle, 80-20 principle. So what does this state? This states that anybody who is putting 20% of the effort, 20% of your effort is going to give you 80% of the reward. It applies to everything. Like a student is there. 20% of his course is going to give him 80% of the questions in the exam paper. 20% of your patients are giving you 80% of your earnings. If you analyze it, this is true. Only 20% of the patients, maybe they are wealthy, maybe they are referring you more patients, maybe they are socialites, they are social butterflies, so they are sending you more patients, maybe they are doing marketing for you. So 20% of your patients are going to give 80% of your revenue. 20% of the diseases in gynae and pediatrics are going to give you 80% of your OPDs. For that matter, any other specialty, because most of us are gynecologists and pediatricians probably. So I'm restricting to that. So 80-20 principle is the most important principle. So we should do anything which is impactful. We should not do anything which is not impactful. It is very important for us to understand. Now, let us come to this cross chart of important, non-urgent, unimportant, and urgent. This is very important. It is very close to my heart, and this can change your life, not only for the finances, but to manage your life also, but to manage your time also. So, what are important and urgent things? Now, this quadrant is important and urgent. I'm not bothered about important and urgent. Important and urgent are that any emergency patient comes to you, you will have to rush. You will have to rush and see that patient. These are important and urgent works. Maybe eclamptic patient will throw a fit, you will have to rush. Maybe the patient gets ABH or PPH, you will have to rush. Maybe there is a burst topic, you will have to rush. Maybe patient comes in shock, you will have to rush. So urgent and important we must do, and generally we do, to avoid for any negative influence, or maybe there is an emergency in the family, you will have to rush for that matter. So this is generally not ignored, so I'm not bothered about this. What I am bothered about is important and non-urgent. This is the thing which is ignored, and this is the most important vertical. And what I am more concerned about is unimportant things which we do all the day and which are going to suck our time, our finances, and our peace of mind. So important and non-urgent is most important thing, and they are ignored the most, like taking care of your kids, teaching them financial intelligence, informal education, and also giving them formal education. Reading and self-development, attending symposiums, health and exercise, review your finances, making your plans, setting your goals, attending conferences. These are non-urgent and important things which are going to give a big reward in your life. And we ignore these things a lot. I'm again telling you, these are important and non-urgent things. You must devote at least 1 hour on your health every day. Must take care of whatever you are eating. You must make plans. Take out all the inventories which is high caloric in your home, and be careful about your weight and about your health. Take care of your kids and parents well. Teach them well. It is very important for us to understand. Review your finances, attend your conferences, read a lot, and the most important is observe people. Observe people and learn from them. I must admit here, I have never admitted, I have learned a lot of things from Dr. Sharda Jain. She is such a competent gynecologist. She delivered one of my babies, my second daughter also she delivered. And my son was born in LNJP hospital when Renu was doing senior residency. But since then, Renu's gynecologist is Dr. Sharda Jain. So, Madam is so well versed. She gives a keen interest. She's passionate about teaching. She's passionate about learning. So it is very important things we should learn from other people. I've learned a lot of things from them. From Dr. Arun Gupta, I've learned humbleness. He's a very humble friend. Despite being president of Delhi Medical Council, he's still very humble. He is just like any of the other doctors for that matter. Humbleness pays in the long run. So you learn a lot of things from people. It is very important that I can see Dr. Rajiv Gupta sitting here, I think. Dr. Poonam Gupta, I've learned a lot. She was my senior resident when I was intern. So she was just like an elder sister, and very, very nicely she used to teach us at that time. She used to give us off also. So we must learn from people. So this is very important thing, that important and non-urgent things we should do. Then comes the urgent and unimportant things. They should be, by and large, the urgent and unimportant things can be delegated. Like any unwelcomed visitor comes, you can have a brief meeting with it, and then you go on to your goals and your this thing. Notifications are disturbing you on social media. Phone calls by friends are coming, and so you can be brief on that. Non-urgent, unimportant things should be only restricted. They should be only restricted to the kind of relaxation you need, but you should not get drowned into non-urgent and unimportant works like scrolling social media, posting upon it, surfing news channels, excessive watching movies and serials and this thing. Now there is going to be a big divide between two kinds of human beings. Those who are totally drowned in media and those who are surfing in the media and is leveraging media for their advantage. This is a very important thing. This is a very important statement which I am giving it to you. Now there is going to be a big divide between human beings, the human beings who are always drowned in the social media, the news, the crispy type of news, or the spicy type of news, or the spicy type of serials, or the spicy type of movies which are not taking you anywhere, and they are drowned in that. And there are people, those who are using the media for their advantage, maybe for their digital marketing, maybe for putting all their finances on automation, maybe for promoting their achievements and accolades, maybe for making their own YouTube channels and making a financial intellectual vertical, maybe for learning new things from other this thing. So it is very important for us to understand. Networking is your net worth. It is the most important thing. We doctors, we are comfortable in, जैसे डॉक्टर शारदा जैन ने शुरू में कहा कि हम लोग comfortable zone में रहते हैं. We are very comfortable in our comfortable zone and we don't like a change. I'm very comfortable with you as my friends. I'm feeling at home when I'm talking to you people. You are my colleagues. You have done we have gone the same way. We have all grown together. Dr. Naresh Taneja is there. Dr. Jyoti Agarwal, Dr. Yogesh Agarwal, everybody is there. We have all grown together. I'm comfortable with you people, but I'm not comfortable with a new set of people. Maybe Association of Chartered Accountants, if I go, I'm not comfortable. Association of Company Secretaries, if I go, I'm not comfortable. Association of Lawyers, I go, or for taxation experts, I go, I'm not comfortable. But I must tell you that Mr. Rajan is also there. He is our chartered accountant also, and my brother-in-law also. He has taught me a lot in financial, and he's also there. I'm very fortunate that he is listening to me, what he has taught me. Now, networking is your real worth. You need to hunt for information. It is very important. It is not gold which is going to make you rich. It is not real estate which is going to make rich. It is not debentures or shares which is going to make rich at all. Let us come out of this concept that these are going to make us rich. No, they are not. What is going to make us rich is knowledge about them, knowledge about gold, when to purchase and when to sell, when to enter the market, when to exit from the market. That is what is going to make us rich. I can show you n number of people, those who have brought down their finances in the share market. I can show you n number of people, those who have brought down their finances during lockdown, during demonetization on gold prices. So it is the information where the boom and bust is going to happen. The knowledge about that is going to give you money. It is not your portfolio which is going to give you the money. So it is very important for us to understand that don't keep all the eggs in one basket. So we need to hunt for information. You will be surprised to know that Warren Buffett charges $1 million to have dinner with you. 5 days a week, he is fixed for his dinners for coming 3 years. People pay him $1 million just only for 1 hour to be present at dinner with them. And his all dinners are booked for coming 3 years. Reason is financial knowledge. People want to take financial knowledge from him. It is very important. So this is the kind of price they pay to take financial knowledge. And the concept is not there in India. Concept is not there in India. We are not knowledge hungry. Or rather, we are, for that matter. In US, they spend lakhs of rupees to get financial knowledge. So it is very important for us to understand that information of stocks, real estate, gold is very important. Ignorance is expensive. I will again say, ignorance is very expensive. Whether it is ignorance in your field, whether it is ignorance of taxes, whether it is ignorance of your financial assets, ignorance is expensive. What I don't know, I will lose money on that. It is very important for us to understand. Now, what kind of people can make you money? They are your supportive family, close relatives, the accountants, bankers, finance people, professional associates, assistants, mentors, juniors, real estate dealers and all. But it is interesting what type of people can lose you money, can rob you of your money are taxes. One of the most important expenditure of all of us are taxes. Bankers, barristers, lawyers, business people, brother-in-law means the family entanglements, brokers, they can rob you of money. So it is very important for us to understand those who can make us rich and those who can make us poor. Diversify your portfolio. Before investing anything, this is the most important thing which is coming, please attention to all of you. Before investing anything, consider the exit from it. Before investing in any relationship, any partnership, any kind of financial deal, see the exit. Supposing the partnership doesn't work, how I will come out of it? See the exit. Supposing I am stuck up with my property, what is the exit route? How can I fast exit? I know n number of doctors who are stuck up with their properties. Those who are stuck up with their properties. Someone has taken agricultural land. Someone has taken commercial property by a builder on 4th floor. Someone has taken 25th floor builder flat. and it is not even constructed, and they don't know what to do, how to exit. They are not able to exit out from there. So the first thing is you should consider for exit. Second thing is you should always have fluid with you, because investment opportunities can come. You always keep fluid with you. It is very important for us to understand. I understand a harder way. You should always have good amount of fluid with you. The moment market crashes, you can cash upon it. The moment a good real estate person comes to you with a property which is selling short selling immediately at 20% less of price, immediately take it. See for the safety of your principal. See real value of the investment. Real value of investment is very important. Real value of investment, it is not perceived value. It is the real value of your investment which is very important. Real value is that what is the real value of this flat which I am taking? What is the real value of this apartment which I am taking? What is the real value of this shop which I am taking? How this market is going to? Take your common sense. Take the data. Take this thing. Don't base your decisions on advice and market hype. Use common sense. It is not about portfolio, but the knowledge about portfolio which are. So these are the different portfolios which I am telling you: the debenture, shares, real estate, metals like gold, silver, businesses, intellectual income like books, YouTube channels, deposits, ventures or startup investments, index funds, mutual funds, antiques. These are the different verticals. These are the different portfolios. Maybe there are few more portfolios which I have not written, but you should always diversify your portfolio. Don't put all the eggs in a single basket. Now there are certain empowering questions, financial questions. What are the different baskets of your portfolio? Every successful person self-questions himself. He nakedly asks himself certain empowering financial questions. It is very important. What are different baskets for your portfolios? It is very important. You must review your portfolio. Shares हैं, gold है, सब कुछ है क्या? सब कुछ हमारे पास रखा हुआ है, रेनी डेज के लिए रखा हुआ है, FDs है, म्यूचुअल फंड्स में किया हुआ है, उधर किया हुआ है, कुछ रियल एस्टेट है, कोई रेंटल इनकम है, कुछ है. So keep all different kind of portfolios. What you are fearful about, it is very important. Now, if I tell you my journey, I started as a pediatrician. Initially, me and Renu, we started as a pediatrician gynecologist with our clinic. Later on, we made our hospital. Now it is 90-bedded, NABH, NABL accredited. Then I opened a hotel. Now, everybody was, listen to yourself. Don't listen to any other person. A lot of people discouraged me, कि doctor hotel क्यों खोल रहा है? But I wanted passive income. I was feeling insecure that tomorrow if something happens to me, where is my passive income? From where my passive income is coming? So I opened a hotel. So, and a lot of people, they made me fearful. अरे होटल खोलेगा वहाँ बवाल हो जाएगा, वहाँ शराबी आ जाएंगे, वहाँ ये हो जाएगा, वहाँ ये हो जाएगा. Then I opened restaurant and chain of restaurants. Now we have 3 upcoming restaurants which are there. Then I opened chain of coaching institutes. Every time people made me fearful. अच्छा रेस्टोरेंट खोल रहा है यार, डॉक्टर क्यों रेस्टोरेंट खोल रहा है? It is my money, it is my wish. I am opening it for the heck of it. Then I opened a company of finance where we are doing all kind of jobbings, future tradings, share investments and everything. Then we entered into a kind of co-working spaces which my son started. And as a proud father, I must tell you, he has sold his company. I don't tell it to anybody, but since you are all like professional brothers and sisters, he has sold the company for 250 crores and he has not taken even a single penny from me. Initially, at the start of the business, definitely he took about 5-7 crores from me to establish the business, but within a year he returned me. And within 2 years and 9 months, he disposed of the company for 250 CR. I have learned a lot of financial intelligence from my son. And because he's an avid reader, he's a young boy of 30 years old, but the kind of money he has made and the kind of, so we should keep on learning from our people. And he has told me very important things. One thing Ritesh has told me is that, Papa, with whomsoever you are dealing, be very careful. Be very choosy in selecting your friends. Be extremely choosing in what you eat, what you live upon, the friends which you live upon. It is very important for her. And where you invest. These 3 things you should be very choosy and your life will be very comfortable. So that is how, you know, then during my life story, what I have realized is That fearlessness, which I have got from Renu, is the most important thing. Because at every time when you open the hospital, then you are concerned whether it will work or not. Fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of social mockery, that people will laugh at you, fear of rejection. So many things but control your fear and do whatever your heart says and keep on planting trees of financial this thing and you will grow. How is your wealth distributed in family for taxation benefits? How will you develop rock solid assets giving you passive income? What all financial trees have you planted till today? You must have planted a lot of financial trees. What is your learning from them? Which of the trees are working and which of the trees are not working? Must analyze them. What financial systems will you like to put on automation? How will you convert your real estate into your assets? What is your tax saving planning? Why I'm teaching you all of them is basically because I have seen Dr. Ravi Malik, she has worked so hard. The gynae Dr. Poonam is there, Dr. Sharda Jain is there, Dr. Jyoti Agarwal is there, so many doctors are there. It is hard-earned money. I have a very soft corner for all the gynecologist friends who are sitting here, all my professional sisters who are sitting here. It is a hard-earned money. The way you people work, it is amazing. You spend sleepless nights. You run for emergencies. सांस रुक जाता है जब किसी को एक्लेम्प्टिक सीजर होता है या पीपीएच होता है. I know what it feels like. जब तक बच्चे को सांस नहीं आता तब तक गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट का सांस रुका रहता है. पीडियाट्रिशियन को चाहे इतनी चिंता ना हो, लेकिन गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट का सांस रुका रहता है कि ये बच्चा सांस ले ले, इसको कहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो जाए, शिक्षा का ब्लेम मेरे ऊपर ना आ जाए. I know what kind of mental stress we people go. So it is very important for all of us to understand that such a hard-earned money, which you have earned by your sweat, blood and tears, it should be protected. It should be properly invested. We should do justice with this kind of a money, which we have earned with such a hard labor. It is important for us to understand. Very important question is, are you drowned in social media? This is very important question you must ask yourself. Fix up the time. On mobile phone, just talk for 2 minutes, nothing else. News, just devote 10 minutes on that. 3 pages पहले Times of India या Hindustan Times के पढ़ लो, that is more than enough. Just scroll through it and finish off with news channels. They are not going to, don't overexpose yourself to these channels, surfing, or to these serials and this thing. Don't overexpose yourself because they are not going to take us anywhere. Of course, the idea is not to stop them altogether. We must see. But the thing is that we should not get drowned in this thing. For what you get paid the most, how will you increase this activity? What systems are in place to check your cash flows for clinic and hospital? What is your tax saving planning? How will you convert your real estate into assets? What financial systems would you like to put on automation? What are financial investment opportunities in front of you? Who is going to be your financial mentor? Who is your financial guide? Which informal education vertical are you weak in? Are you weak in networking skills? Are you hesitant in talking to people? Develop that skill. Are you weak in leadership skills? Develop that skill. Are you weak in team building skills? Develop that skill. All the skills can be developed. What is your MIS, monthly income statement? How are you planning to make yourself more financially intelligent? What are your multiple strong flows of income? Is your family frugal and disciplined financially? Are you teaching your children about finances, or you are shy in teaching them? How is your money working for you? Who is your financial guide? Do you understand stop loss phenomena? Do you understand compounding interest? Stop loss phenomena is Warren Buffett has given this phenomena. It is a wonderful phenomena. Warren Buffett says the moment my stock goes less by 5%, I sell it off. I cannot afford to have more. Weed off all the negative investments which you are having, which are not paying you any dividends. Now what to do? Now I've come on to the last chapter of our talk. Is now what to do. We have self-questioned ourselves. We have understood some of the philosophies, what the wealthy and successful people are doing. We have understood what is unimportant and what is important works. We have understood the Pareto's principle, and we have understood certain basic financial principles. Now what to do? Understand the importance of money, remove all the defenses, and must understand that you need it. And you must earn as much as possible in a legal way, not compromising on your health, family, and happiness. It is very important for us to understand. Make financial intelligence as a subject and be a lifelong learner. It is a game. I play badminton every day. Every evening I play badminton for half an hour. You cannot defeat me. Any person who is not playing badminton cannot defeat me, because I know how to give the service, how to give a line shot, how to get the shuttle to the back gallery, how to give the drop at the net. I know all these tricks. I know all these trades. You don't know. You cannot defeat me. Similarly, it is the money game. The people who have been playing this money game, you need to start from today. So I will explain it this way. The money game works like this. Supposingly you give Dr. Ravi Malik 10 crore rupees. Maybe after 5 years, Ravi Malik will make it 20. Maybe Warren Buffett will make it 500 crores. Or maybe Rakesh Jhunjhunwala will make it 300 crores. Now I must tell you the kind of profits they are making because of knowledge. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala has invested in June 450 CR in Tata Motors. And today in February, just after 6 months, he has made 1,500 crores. Imagine, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala in 1998 invested in Apollo Hospital. Whatever amount he invested, today it is 250 times more. Imagine, from 98 to now, 250 times more. If he has invested 1 crore at that time, today it is 250 crores. Imagine the kind of wealth he has made over a period of time, and it is all because of the knowledge. So if you give this 10 crores to Anil Ambani, maybe he will make 400 crores. So it is all about your financial intelligence, how you leverage on your debts, how you develop the business, how you make systems in the business, which business you enter. So it is all about these ideas, booms and busts. Fully, truly and totally be committed to creating wealth. There is nothing, there is no shame in it. It is my hard-earned money. It is my right to save taxes. It is my right to be wealthy. Set financial goals, leverage technology in business, marketing, finance, personal planning, everything. Make new friends from different walks of life and take their guidance. They will give you a lot of guidance. The lawyers, the corporate lawyers, the taxation experts, they will give you a lot of guidance. Start saving taxes and have knowledge about taxes. Make solid assets, investments, and make passive income. Find your stuck-up investments. And here I must tell you, not only stuck-up investments, find your negative relations. There are negators. Those who are always complaining, those who are always, life is very short. Cut off from all these things and be free. Freedom is very important. I never compromise my freedom. I am always free. I never give the moment I feel that my freedom is being compromised because of anything, I cut my ties from that. Freedom is everything in life. So if you are stuck up in any kind of an emotional relation, in any kind of office politics relation or hospital politics relation, cut your ties from that. And if it is not possible, try to create boundaries and be away from the negators or negative people or the narcissist people. Examine different portfolios and see which portfolio you are lacking. Now, you must know the taxation laws. I will tell you certain very interesting taxation laws. Supposing you take agricultural land for 1 crore, after 10 years you sell it for 3 crores. 2 crores what you are getting, practically you will have to pay minimal tax or no tax. Now you take gold bonds today of 1 CR. After 8 years, you sell them off for 2 crores. 1 crore profit what you have taken, you have to pay no tax. It is total white. Take shares of 1 crore, after 1 year they become 1.5 crore, 50 lakhs, just only 10% of tax. Otherwise you have to pay 35% of the tax on your earnings, the kind of brackets we are in. Take the advantage of indexation. Most of the doctors, they don't take the advantage of indexation. Take these indexations. It is very important for us to understand. Never ignore your health, peace of mind, family, and formal knowledge at any cost. Understand pain of discipline and pain of regret. It is very important for us to understand. It is very important to understand the pain of discipline and pain of regret. This is one of the most important things which I have learned in my life. It is the most important concept which I am giving from the core of my heart. Pain of discipline. Pain of discipline is that you have to go to gym, you have to take care of your diet and this thing. And pain of regret is you don't do these things and face the consequences and get a heart attack or a stroke in the later on. This will be pain of regret. Pain of regret is always more than the pain of discipline. I agree that you have to take pain of discipline. Pain of discipline is that you have to go to your clinic regularly, you have to see the patients regularly, you have to attend all the symposiums, you have to read, you have to operate upon diligently, and the future is that you will have a stable practice and you will have wealth coming in you. Now, if you don't discipline your practice, what is going to happen is over coming times your practice will deteriorate. So pain of discipline always be on the uncomfortable zone. I am again quoting Dr. Sharda Jain कि हम comfortable zone में हैं. मैं जब comfortable zone में होता हूँ, I become uncomfortable. I really feel uncomfortable. I feel strangulated if I am in the comfortable zone, because the growth is not going to occur in the comfortable zone. It is going to come in the uncomfortable zone, and the uncomfortable zone can always come by your goals, by setting your priorities, by setting your timelines. You come in the uncomfortable zone. So once you are in uncomfortable zone, you will not have the pain of regret. Pain of regret is always more than the pain of discipline. Why pain of regret is more than the pain of discipline? Because it is irreversible. Once you get heart attack, your myocardium goes off. You have some damage over there. Once you get stroke, you have some little damage over there. So it is very important for us to understand that we should preserve our body. Our health is important. It is needed not only for our well-being, it is also needed by our kids, by our parents, by our patients. So it is very important for us to understand. Improve quality of your product. It is very important. Develop marketing and sales skills. Cash flow management, people management, system management. Try to move on the right side of the quadrant. Try to devote time on important and non-urgent. And of course, start budgeting your expenditure and trace every cent of yours. So this was a small financial talk which I wanted to share with you. I must thank all my team members, Vishesh, Vishwa, Vineet, Dr. Ritesh and Dr. Ravi Malik, who have supported me during my journey and in the making of this symposium. And I'm especially thankful to my father. My father told me when I was in 4th class, a very important thing, and I have told it 2,000 times to many people. My father told me, very important thing, that कभी भी कुछ करो तो एक चीज याद रखना, मम्मी इधर बैठे हैं, पापा इधर बैठे हैं, we will be observing you whether we are alive or dead. और वो 4th क्लास थी और आज का दिन है. शायद मैंने गलत काम कोई नहीं किया. रीजन इज कि हमेशा ये लगा कि मम्मी डैडी में से कोई ना कोई देख रहा है. दूसरी चीज उन्होंने ये कही थी, अंधेरे में कभी वो काम ना करना जो उजाले में एक्सेप्ट करने में दिक्कत आए. तो अंधेरे में भी कोई ऐसा काम नहीं किया, क्योंकि फादर ने बहुत अच्छी बात बताई थी कि अगर ये उजाले के अंदर कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा और कब तुम्हें एम्बेरसमेंट होगी, you will not understand. So I have a great respect for my father. Unfortunately, he is sick, but generally he is always by my side when I am giving any kind of symposium. I always study holding his hand. His vibrations are everything for me, and I'm very thankful to Dr. Ravi Malik, who is my strength, who is a courageous lady who has given me courage, and of course to all of you, and blessings from Dr. Sharda Jain. I always need her blessings as an elder sister.
Hello.
Great treat to all of us. और मैं एक चीज ये भी कहूंगी कि देर आए दुरुस्त आए. रिग्रेट्स में जाने की जरूरत नहीं. जो भी कुछ है अभी भी देरी नहीं हुई है अपने को सिक्योर करने की. And this pain of discipline and pain of regrets, I think it should be the top priority for all of you. And also, I also take this lecture many times of rule of 20-80, and I tell them that there are only 20% case, your jobs which you are good at it. You earn 80%. And you need to identify. Nobody else can identify that thing for you. It's only you, and you have to identify कि मेरी वो 20% क्या चीज है जिससे मैं 80% earn करता हूँ. So this is all of us you have to realize, and I think that particular graph of yours is very important. Doctors are known that they can, किसी भी जगह में बैठकर अपना पेट भर लेंगे. You should not be an employee. You should always be self-owned things. This is what I have realized over a period of time. Somebody asked me, they tell me that Dr. Jain, I want to be in practice for 10 years. I said, you are wasting 10 years. If you want to be in practice right away. अपनी skills जानो क्या है और उसको skills को धीरे धीरे develop करो. कल 10 साल के बाद आपने ये सोचा कि मैं नौकरी छोड़ के काम करूंगा. एक बार आपका नौकरी वाली mentality होगी, you can't get out of it. So I think with these remarks, we have about 15 minutes. I will like, so many senior people are and supplement what Dr. Ravi Malik has said.
Madam, please unmute yourself.
There are 15 minutes. There can be 15 comments, 1 minute each. Make a remark which is complementary to the presentation of Dr. Malik.
Yes, Dr. Harish Gupta this side. Am I audible?
Please, yes, sir.
Dr. Ravi, he is my elder brother, and I am proud to say that he is my elder brother. Not only that, he is teaching us on financial aspects, but he's been an excellent academician also, which has not been elaborated today. He has written books, and he's an excellent pediatrician. And this is a new thing, is a new avatar of Dr. Ravi Malik, which we heard today. It was looking that we were listening to a management expert, we were listening to a chartered accountant with huge financial expertise, and I think it was a treat to hear him today on such an aspect. This is the aspect which we all ignore. We concentrate on our practice and on other academic skills and our knowledge, but this aspect is ignored always. Thank you, Dr. Ravi Malik, for guiding us, and I hope your lecture will definitely be a source of inspiration, and a thought process will be there that how doctors can be good finance managers also. Thank you, proud of you, excellent talk. Thank you.
Dr. Arun, you want to make a comment from your side, please, sir. Unmute yourself.
हिंदी में कहावत होती है, गागर में सागर। मैंने आज रवि जी को इस टॉपिक में सेकंड टाइम बोलते हुए सुना है, और मुझे ऐसा लगा कि आज मैं पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ। इतनी बातें उन्होंने बोली, मुझे लगता है अगर उन सारी बातों में से 2 या 3 बातों को भी इम्बाइब कर लें, सिर्फ उन्होंने फाइनेंसेस की बात नहीं करी, लाइफ को मैनेज करने की बात भी करी। तो मैंने वो बोलूंगा कि फाइनेंशियल गुरु थे, किस तरह के लाइफ मैनेजमेंट गुरु थे। तो जो बातें उन्होंने बोली, इसमें 2-3 बातें भी लास्ट टाइम मैंने सोचा था कि अब मैं ये करूंगा वो करूंगा, प्रोबेबली वो, क्योंकि वो बातें इंपॉर्टेंट नॉन अर्जेंट थी, एज ही क्वालिफाइड हिम। इंपॉर्टेंट नॉन अर्जेंट को इंपॉर्टेंट अर्जेंट की कैटेगरी में लाना पड़ेगा ताकि उन कामों को जल्दी से जल्दी कर पाए। तो मुझे लगता है अगर इस लेक्चर को, बल्कि इसको बार बार सुनना पड़ेगा ताकि हम उसको इम्बाइब कर सके, बहुत सी बातों को प्रैक्टिकली अपनी लाइफ में ला पाए। और जिस तरह के ज्यादातर अब इस हॉल में ऑब्स्टेट्रिशियंस ही हैं, मैं तो एज ए पीडियाट्रिशियन और एज ए प्रेसिडेंट दिल्ली मेडिकल काउंसिल, मुझे लगता है दुनिया का टफेस्ट जॉब है टू बी इन ऑब्स्टेट्रिशियंस, दुनिया का टफेस्ट जॉब है। तो हम तो देखते रहते हैं एज ए पीडियाट्रिशियन ऑल्सो, और एज ए हमारे काउंसिल में केसेस भी आते रहते हैं। आप इमरजेंसी आवर्स में रूटीन काम करते रहते हैं, और आपकी लाइफ और आपकी सांसें बिल्कुल अटकी होती है किसी एक पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट के ऊपर। तो दुनिया भर के आप देखोगे यूएस वगैरह मैक्सिमम केसेस होते हैं, ऑब्स्टेट्रिशियन के केस होते हैं, दे आर लिविंग प्रैक्टिस लाइक एनीथिंग। तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एक पैसिव सोर्स ऑफ इनकम हम सबके लिए होना। मैं डरा नहीं रहा हूँ, पर इसको समझना जरूरी है सबके लिए। पैसिव सोर्स ऑफ इनकम बहुत जरूरी है ताकि हम किसी भी ट्रैप में ना फंसे। और जहां डॉक्टर रवि ने बात खत्म करी, उससे मैं थोड़ा सा एक कदम आगे जाना चाहूंगा कि पैसे तो कमा लिए, मान लो वेल्थ, ये बिल्कुल सही है कि मनी के बिना, कहने वाली बात है कि मनी डजंट ब्रिंग यू हैप्पीनेस, मनी डज ब्रिंग यू हैप्पीनेस, एटलीस्ट मेक्स यू कंफर्टेबल इवन वी आर अनहैप्पी। कंफर्ट इज आल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट, पर एक लाइफ में मोटिवेशन गोल बहुत जरूरी है। मैं अपना एग्जांपल दे सकता हूँ। आई स्टार्टेड माय प्रैक्टिस व्हेन आई वाज अराउंड 30 years of age, and when I was around 45 years, I practically reached what I expected my goal, what was my expected goal, and I suddenly realized my life become very dull and dumb. I had no motivation. I never wanted to go to clinics. That money which I was earning daily had no positive impact on me. I was really kind of going in depression. So I thought कि क्या करूं, मैं घर में परेशान हो गया था। Then I was looking out for something जो मुझे हर रोज मोटिवेट करेगा, जो मुझे करना है। उन दिनों इंडिया में एक मूवमेंट चला था, इंडिया अगेंस्ट करप्शन। आई जॉइंड दैट मूवमेंट। उसके बाद कहीं ना कहीं मुझे रोज सुबह उठ के एक मोटिवेशन मिला था। मोटिवेशन जरूरी नहीं आप इस तरह के काम करो, अगर आपको बहुत पैसे कमाने में मोटिवेशन मिलता है बिल्कुल कमाइए। आपको 4 प्लॉट खरीदने में मोटिवेशन मिलता है बिल्कुल करिए, वो भी मोटिवेशन होता है। आपको ज्वेलरी खरीदने में मोटिवेशन मिलता है, पर एक लाइफ में गोल होना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं कि आप लाइफ को मुंडेन जीते जा रहे हो, पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हो। आपने 4 प्लॉट 6 प्लॉट खड़े तो कर दिए, पर उससे आपको हैप्पीनेस नहीं मिल रही। उसके चक्कर में अपने वेल्थ भी खराब कर लिया, उसने अपना टाइम भी खराब कर लिया, अपनी लाइफ भी खराब कर ली। तो उन सब चीजों के बीच में जो जैसे रवि ने बोला कि आप बैडमिंटन भी खेलते हैं, आप फैमिली के साथ अपना टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, रवि के साथ मैंने टाइम स्पेंड किया, आई नो रवि फैमिली, और कितनी अच्छी फैमिली, हम लोग कई घंटे गाने गाते हैं साथ में बैठ करके, उनका सन, उनके डॉटर इन लॉ रेनू जी। तो वो जो एटमोस्फेयर होता है ना, वो कुछ घंटे काम करके बाकी घंटे में लाइफ को एंजॉय भी तो करते हैं। तो ये भी सीखने वाली बातें होती है। सिर्फ पैसा कमाना तो बहुत लोग सिखा देंगे, पर पैसे के कमाने के साथ लाइफ को खुश कैसे रखना है, और अपने लाइफ में कोई अपना रवि को एक अच्छा है बताने में, हमें सिखाने में बहुत बड़ी बातें हमें सिखाते हैं। तो ये उनके लिए एक मोटिवेशनल चीज है कि हमें बताते हैं। तो ये सब मुझे लगता है इन सब चीजों को इकट्ठे करके हम जब चलेंगे तो पैसे कमाएंगे भी और लाइफ को खुश भी रखेंगे। और जो बात उन्होंने अपने क्लिनिक में लिख के रख लीजिए, इंपॉर्टेंट नॉन अर्जेंट, वो 4 चीज लिख के रख लीजिए। उसको आप अगर आपने उसको रवि की एक बात को अडॉप्ट कर लिया, 1 महीने में सबकी लाइफ बदल जाएगी, मान के चलिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Dr. V.K. Goyal and Dr. Singhal after that. Dr. V.K. Goyal, 1 minute please.
डॉक्टर मलिक ने जो बोला इट वाज एक्सीलेंट। मैंने पहले भी डॉक्टर मलिक को सुना है इस टॉपिक पे। ही स्पीक्स एक्सीलेंट एंड गिव्स important points to excel in life. He's rightly said we have to come all of us on the right side of the table. We are all self-employed. Most of us are self-employed. और हमें इन्वेस्टर बनना है, हमें बिजनेसमैन बनना है। हम सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड तो रहेंगे, रहना चाहिए, लेकिन हम उसको बिजनेसमैन कैटेगरी में हम आना चाहिए। जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि प्लॉट मिल रहा है मार्केट से 30% सस्ता मिला, खरीद लो, इट्स फाइन। इसी तरीके से हमें कुछ शेयर मार्केट में, म्यूचुअल फंड में हमें प्रॉपर गाइडेंस इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो इट विल ग्रो ग्रो ग्रो। ये लोग कहते हैं बच्चा पैदा हो तो उसके नाम पे काम शुरू कर दो म्यूचुअल फंड में, वो करोड़ों में पहुंच जाएगा, करोड़ों में। वो 30 उम्र, वो लोग मुझे कहते हैं वो 30 साल की उम्र में डॉक्टर साहब रिटायरमेंट ले लेगा। आप चिंता मत करो, मुश्किल से 1000-1500 रुपए, 2000 रुपए उसके अकाउंट में डाल दो, बस जस्ट 2000 रुपीज इन अकाउंट राइट फ्रॉम डे ऑफ बर्थ। तो 30 साल की उम्र में उसके अकाउंट में करोड़ों रुपए इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे इन म्यूचुअल फंड, और वो अपने आप में एंटरप्राइज बन जाएगा। तो उस पे हमें प्रॉपर गाइडेंस लेके अगर काम शुरू करें, जो हमें समझ नहीं है, हम डॉक्टर को समझ ही नहीं है, हम कमाते रहते हैं सुबह शाम तक और पैसे कहाँ जाते हैं हमें खुद समझ नहीं आती। वी शुड टेक प्रॉपर गाइडलाइंस ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल गुरुज, और अगर काम करें तो हम कहां से कहां पहुंचेंगे, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है।
डॉक्टर साहब, यहाँ पे मैं बताना चाहती हूँ, हमारे जो कुलीग्स हमसे 20 साल आगे हो गए, वो वही लोग हैं जिनके पिताजी ने, वो जब पैदा हुए थे उनके नाम पे प्लॉट खरीद दिया, और जब उनकी मैरिज हुई तो प्लॉट उनको दे दिया। तो उनके पास प्लॉट था तो उन्होंने नर्सिंग होम बना लिया, और हम लोग छोटी छोटी नौकरी करते रह गए। सो दिस इज व्हाट थिंग। डॉक्टर सिंघल प्लीज, डॉक्टर सिंघल।
जी मैम, ये मेन जो डॉक्टर रवि मलिक सर ने कहा, मैं कहूंगा कि ये फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट ज्यादा नहीं, ये लाइफ मैनेजमेंट के ज्यादा था, क्योंकि हम लोग सिर्फ अपनी प्रैक्टिस में बिजी रह जाते हैं और बाकी लाइफ के एस्पेक्ट छोड़ देते हैं। तो मैं भी इस चीज पे एम्फेसाइज करूंगा, और आगे हम लोग इसी सीरीज में चाहेंगे कि जो हमारी वेल्थ है, जो हमें किस तरफ में डाइवर्सिफाई करनी है एग्जैक्टली, कि हमें कितना अपना डिवेंचर्स में लगाना है, कितना प्रॉपर्टी में, कितना गोल्ड में, और कितना अपनी जो हमारा एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस है या प्रैक्टिस है उसमें आगे बढ़ाना है। इस पे भी हम चाहेंगे कि इसी सीरीज में आगे, इसी श्रृंखला में आगे बढ़ाएं, और इस पे भी हम लेक्चर रखें कि हम कितना कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करें, और उसको, ताकि हम डाइवर्सिफाई होके अपना रिटायरमेंट, अपनी आगे की प्लानिंग सोच सकें। तो मैं डॉक्टर रवि मलिक सर से कहता हूं कि सर अगला लेक्चर और लें इस पे, कि हम कहाँ कितना इन्वेस्ट करें। और लाइफ की जो ट्रेनिंग आज दी है आपने, इट वाज आई ओपनिंग, और मैंने भी कुछ जो स्लाइड हैं इसमें से स्क्रीनशॉट लिए। मैं चाहूंगा ये लेक्चर भी अगर सर हमें वीडियो के रूप में मिल जाए तो
मैंने ये लेक्चर रिकॉर्ड किया है, मैं रिकॉर्ड करूंगी, आप सबको भेजूंगी। सर, बिफोर वी गो ऑन, आई विल आस्क डॉक्टर राधा, एंड प्लीज मेक अ कमेंट फॉर 1 minute. And here I promise you, once in a month we will do a joint lecture, which is other than medicine we are going to have, and I will take a consultation from Dr. Malik, who will be our next speaker in the talk, and it will be always on Sunday from 5 to 6:30. Madam Radha.
थैंक यू मैम, दिस इज वेरी नाइस लेक्चर एंड मैंने डॉक्टर मलिक का लेक्चर पहले भी सुना हुआ है. इट इज ऑलवेज आई ओपनिंग, इट इज ऑलवेज आई ओपनिंग एंड ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग लेक्चर. एंड मैम
आप अपनी टिप दो, आपने तो कुछ कमाया जिंदगी में.
यस मैम, अलॉन्ग विद ऑल दीज थिंग्स सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये भी है मैम कि हम लोग जो है अपनी वेल्थ के साथ में अपने साथ वालों की वेल्थ का भी ध्यान रखें. जैसे कि जो हम जिनको एम्प्लॉय कर रहे हैं, अगर उनको कभी फैमिली के इश्यूज आते हैं तो वी शुड आल्सो हेल्प देम. और दिस इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज ए सोसाइटी कि जो हमारे साथ काम करने वाले हैं उनको भी बेनिफिट मिलना चाहिए हमारी वेल्थ से. और
जब आप ग्रो करें तो जब आप ग्रो करें तो आपके कोलीग्स भी ग्रो करें. Dr. Rakesh Gupta, will you like to make any comment? Dr. Rakesh Gupta? Dr. Naresh Taneja, anybody wants to make a comment? I will give 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am. I had come here to see what he says about financial management, but I had a predicament in my mind that along with this financial management, we can't lose our social values, moral values, family values. And he very aptly justified it, that money cannot come on the cost of those things, and those things should be maintained, and still we can go for the financial management. That is a fine message which I got.
Madam, I will like Ritesh to speak a minute for this.
Yes, let Ritesh come. That will be last comment. That will be last comment.
Doctor, so for a minute he will speak.
Hello, ma'am.
Welcome, Ritesh.
Thank you very much.
Louder, please, Ritesh, louder.
Yeah. No, first of all, thank you very much. I think in finance की जो knowledge है, I think we as doctors have been massively pushed by the society to not actually undergo sciences which are extremely important for wholesome and holistic success. And it is high time that we should actually start engaging and ensuring that our interests are protected. We ensure that all the capital that we generate by so much of hard work is protected and grown. And in fact, we should build a small association of doctors to help each other to invest right, to actually build a consortium of maybe capital and invest in the right areas and do multiple such kind of online plus even in offline events to not only brush up our skills of being a very good skilled doctor, but also brush up our skills of protecting our interests and increasing the wealth of our doctors' families.
Thank you very much, each one of you. But I promise you that once in a month lecture will be there. It will be financial aspect, the time management and things like this. And this is my promise along with Dr. Sunil Singhal that we will hold this particular class. And I think in time to come, and if today, 100 people have collected, with passage of time, this will be a large number. So thank you very much. And at the end, I will thank Torrent people to give this platform to us. Thank you very much on Sunday that you have both of you have bothered to give this platform to us. So on the behalf of my medical fraternity, thank you to each and everybody. Thank you, Dr. Ravi Malik, Dr. Arun Goyal, Dr. Singhal, and everybody, esteemed people who have joined it. It's a great future. It's networking. The networking part is me and Dr. Singhal will see to it that we definitely start this beginning of the networking, which is across specialty. Every doctor who is a modern medicine doctor should come and take steps other than medicine. So thank you very much, Dr.
Ma'am. Thank you. Thanks to you also for organizing this.
Thank you for taking this initiative, ma'am. And
thank you very much.
We'll continue this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radha. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, madam. Thank you.